Before I begin, what I'd like to do is just remind you that a part of our panoptic vision is incorporating healing modalities from all over the world, all types of healing modalities, whether that be chiropractic, acupuncture, Western medicine, herbology, homeopathy, that all these modalities have a place in healing. Well, tonight our discussion is on homeopathy. And I'm going to just talk a little bit about homeopathy before we get into, is it safe, does it work, and why and how it works. Homeopathy is an alternative system of medicine. It was actually founded in the early 19th century by a German physician named Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. Now, it had its greatest popularity in the late 19th century here in the United States, and honestly 15% of the doctors in this country were actually homeopaths. And after the turn of the century, its popularity kind of took a nosedive. However, since 1980, it has seen a very large resurgence of interest here in the United States, and now you can find homeopathic physicians in most major cities. As people around the United States and around the world start to gravitate towards alternative medicine for opportunities for healing, they often find homeopathy. And just understanding homeopathy, you see classic homeopathy, it rests on three basic principles: the laws of similars, the single medicine, and the minimum dose. Now, the law of similars states that disease is cured by a medicine which creates symptoms similar to those the patient is experiencing in a healthy person. So a homeopathic practitioner will determine what medicine best matches the symptoms the patient is experiencing and then gives it. Now, the principle of single remedy states that a single medicine should cover all the symptoms the patient is experiencing. And finally, homeopaths have discovered that homeopathic medicines is strengthened upon successive dilutions. Now, though the idea that medicines become more powerful as they are diluted goes against most people's common sense, homeopaths have actually observed that the process of making homeopathic medicines, its intrinsic power makes them actually deeper acting and more powerful and also safer than traditional medicine as they become more diluted. So a homeopathic is an extremely diluted herb, mineral, or animal product that works not chemically but through more of a quantum physical effect on the body. And a complex homeopathy, which is Slenderiix, is a mixture of more than one of these substances. And because of the extreme dilution, side effects or sensitivities are almost rarely a problem. Though some people can be sensitive to the grain alcohol, which is in the liquid homeopathic product. So I wanted to answer some questions. Why do our products have alcohol in them? Why are they alcohol-based? Well, they're the most effective and because they're absorbed immediately into the bloodstream. And the amount of alcohol in 15 drops, 10 to 15 drops, is very, very small. And it is also required by the FDA as a preservative. Now, if you are sensitive to alcohol or you don't like the taste, you can put your dose into a glass of warm water and let it sit for a little bit while the alcohol evaporates and then take it. Now, people will say to me, well, are these products safe? And talking about homeopathy, it's important to know that because the active substances present in homeopathic medicines occur in minute amounts, homeopathic medicines are considered non-toxic with no known side effects, making them extremely safe for all of us. In addition, there are no known drug interaction risks between homeopathic medicines and conventional pharmaceutical drugs. Now, unlike herbs and nutritional supplements, homeopathic remedies are actually classified as drugs in the United States, and they fall under the regulatory eye of the United States Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. And in fact, the manufacture and sale of these have been recognized since 1938 as a part of the Federal Food, Drug, Cosmetic Act. and they are regarded safe by the FDA due to the minute presence of active ingredients. Also, the Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia, that is the agency in charge of establishing the good manufacturing procedures and standards for the industry, and we are manufacturing our product in a FDA OTC homeopathic facility. Now, that's just like a really brief kind of quick explanation on what homeopathy is. But what I'd like to do now is bring out one of my guests. His name is Scott Mobley. Now, this is how this product came to us. We have many partners out there because we are a collaborative group of folks, and we pull on expertise from all different types of medicine around the world. And one of our partners realized that we were looking for something really unique, safe, and effective in the weight loss industry, and he introduced us to Scott. And Scott had been a part of a team in labs here in Utah that had been testing a product for the last 2 years. And this was in a homeopathic weight loss product. So our partner brought Scott in here into the office. He told us about his product. We met the formulators, learned the science behind it, looked at the research, how many people they have tested it on, and realized that this might be a perfect fit for ARIIX when it comes to safe, effective weight loss. So we started our own beta test with about 25 people, 10 of which you actually met at convention if you were at convention, and 4 of which you'll hear from tonight on the call. And we saw phenomenal results. So I'd like to introduce Scott to you, welcome him out into the call, and he's going to talk about the thousands of people that they have worked with us on, why we're using a low-calorie meal, and the synergistic effect of all the ingredients we have in the product. So Scott, are you there?
I am here, Deanna. Thank you so much. Great to be here with you tonight.
Fantastic. We can't wait to hear from you. But what I'd like to know about tonight, Scott, is tell us a little about the last 2 years of creating Slenderiix that is now ARIIX's product.
Okay, fantastic. First of all, I'm excited because it is so exciting to see people truly transform not only their bodies, but their approach to food with this product and with this plan. So we set out some time ago, about 24, now about 26 months ago, to develop something that was unique, different, on the market that we could then test, work with people, see the results, and then hopefully find a good partner. And let me mention the partnership first. Part of the reason why we went with ARIIX is because we are so impressed with the management team. The management team there is absolutely fantastic. We're impressed with the way you've set up your business. We're impressed with network marketing as a way to distribute product. And more than anything, we're impressed with the way you interact and treat your distributor force. It is truly remarkable, some of the things that you guys do that no one else will do in this industry. So we felt like it was a great fit to bring this product to a company like yours, a new company. Some would say, you know, why would you go with a new company? Because you guys are cutting edge, and this is a cutting edge product. So 26 months ago, you know, we started on this road. We have gone through, I want to say, 5 or 6 different formulation changes. But what we did is we said, look, yeah, there's some great homeopathic ingredients. And what's great about homeopathy is it's not based on a study of 20 people here, because a typical dietary supplement study might be 20 people, 30 people, 50 people, even 100 people. Homeopathy, these ingredients that we're using together have been observed in the marketplace, some of them for over 70 years, to be effective. And I think that's one of the critical things as a distributor. When you look at this product, you say, is this product thoroughly vetted? Has it been tested? Is it something that people, you know, have used? And absolutely yes. Each one of these ingredients in and of themselves has been observed to be successful and efficacious by themselves. But what we wanted was something different, something that worked together to give faster results. Because in America right now especially, people want results quickly. They don't want to be on a plan forever to lose weight. They want to see results, and when they see results quickly, guess what? Consistency of use goes up. They get excited. They want to share it with other people, and they go and they continue with the program. So we tested multiple formulas on literally thousands of people, and we came up with this formula. I'll give you one example of an individual who truly changed her life. We contacted her after she saw one of our advertisements to get a free trial to use the product, and I talked to her personally. I worked with most of the people in these studies that we did, and they were all consumer studies, And it was interesting because she said, you know, she's done everything to lose weight. She even one year, she even took 1 month, ate no more than 1,000 calories. She walked a mile every single day, and at the end of 1 month, she had lost a total of 1 pound. She had lost almost no weight whatsoever. So I knew she had the discipline to use this product. So I got her the product, gave her the product. We gave her the proprietary protocol. And what's great about the protocol is it goes with the product. Because it is 1,000 to 1,250 calories, it's typically a lower caloric intake than a person needs to function every day. But instead of the body shutting down and storing more fat, what this product helps the body do is make available our fat stores, because fat that we have is nothing more than accumulated energy. So if you have fat around your hips, thighs, waist, that's accumulated energy that can be used in our daily routines, not just for exercise, but in our daily routines. The body is truly amazing. The body gets accustomed to what we do. So if we've been heavy for 5 years or 10 years, it's very difficult to take the weight off. And that was the situation with this woman. She could not take the weight off. She had been heavy since her divorce. She'd had a very difficult divorce about 8 years ago, and she gained weight after the divorce. So we gave her the product. The first month, she did the same thing. She used our protocol. She walked 1 mile a day. She lost 23 pounds of fat. She lost it around her hips, around her thighs, around her waist. And so we knew that we finally had a formula after going through many, many people that worked quickly. So it was not only efficacious, but it was fast. And so now she had like 60 pounds to lose. And so she said, get me more. Well, she ended up losing all 60 pounds within about a 5-month period. But the key was in that first month, she saw great change in her clothes. She dropped, I think, now you guys will have to not hold me to this. I want to say 3 dress sizes, maybe 4 dress sizes. In the first month, she dropped pant sizes. She was ecstatic about the weight loss. We have thousands of people that we've been through that have done this. I myself use this product. I was a former college football player. I weighed 290 pounds after I was done. I lost 45 pounds on this product myself because I tested every single formula myself before I would give it to anyone else. This is a formula that together, those 10 active ingredients, they are that whole axiom of 1 + 1 can equal 3. Well, guess what? These 5 + 5 can equal 12 because together they work that much faster and that much stronger with the proprietary protocol to cause serious fat loss in a short amount of time.
Hey, Scott.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, sometimes people say, well, if we're doing a low-calorie approach, right, we've got a 1,250 recommend, or they can choose 1,000 calories if they want as well. And often people will say, well, aren't you just losing weight because you've cut your calorie?
That's a great question. And it seems counterintuitive, but the body is so perfect that when you go on a restrictive low-calorie diet, the body says, uh-oh, I'm not getting enough calories. You know what? It goes into something we call starvation mode, thinking that there's a famine coming or a starvation period coming, because that's how our bodies were made. Hey, sometimes you would go couple days, 3, 4, 5 days without food. We're not in that society today, but the body will actually store more fat when people go on a low-calorie diet if they don't have products like this that then make that fat that you already have available for you. So what it does, instead of storing more fat, this product with its ingredients helps the body release the accumulated fat and make that available so that you're actually not just living or functioning on the 1,000 or 1,250 calories. You're functioning on many, many more calories. It could release up to 500 more calories or 1,000, depending on what you need to function. That's the beauty of the protocol plus the actual Slenderiix product together, working synergistically to cause serious fat loss quickly.
Yeah, that is true. And as a chronic dieter myself all my life, you know, and being bulimic, I can tell you that these starvation diets only cause adverse effects. And so the beauty of what we have going on here is that our hormone-free, now, Scott, a lot of people are asking this, is this HCG, you know, and they're worried because they've heard homeopathic and they just put HCG with homeopathic. But ours is a hormone-free, not HCG,
Correct.
ingredients with proven performance in the areas of fat and flushing toxins and suppressing your appetite and boosting your metabolism. So,
and the proof is years. The proof is over 70, 50, 60 years period, and then and that's for the individual ingredients, and then we have 2 years of proof with thousands of people with this actual formula with people. And that's the tremendous beauty and the miracle of this product is not only does it have ingredients that have been proven, but together it is a proven commodity. See, most of your dietary supplements use one active ingredient that had a study on the active ingredient. Almost nobody does a study or consumer trials on the actual product, which is what we did.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that all the ingredients found in Slenderiix are in the homeopathic pharmacopoeia, and each carries out a very specific function that actually promotes successful weight loss. And remember, as what we said before, that because of its extremely diluted herb, mineral, or animal product, it is the extreme dilution is what makes it absolutely non-toxic with no known side effects. Scott, can you speak to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Not only are there no known side effects, there are no contraindicators with any drugs somebody might be taking. This was a common question amongst our heavier consumers in the trials. We had people that were taking medicine for elevated blood pressure. We had diabetics. Now, with the diabetics, we would tell them, talk to your doctor about the protocol, about the proprietary meal plan, because that was more important. But as far as the product, no contraindicators with any of the drugs. And in fact, we had an individual that I spoke with, it was probably now 4 months ago. He weighed 358 pounds. He was 47 years old. He was taking 5 different drugs for diabetes, for blood pressure, for a myriad of things. Currently, he's lost 93 pounds. He's now active. This is a 47-year-old man that would walk on crutches much of the time because his body was just too heavy for his joints. He doesn't have to take 2 of the drugs. Now, we never tell people that. That's their decision to not take the drugs, but he has worked with his clinic and his doctors on every aspect of this product. And so that's what's great about it. No contraindicators with any drugs, no known side effects at all whatsoever. And that's why it seems like a too good to be true for people, but it's truly not too good to be true because there's too much substantiation over a long period of time to show that this product truly helps people lose weight and really lose fat. I like to say lose fat rather than weight because it's fat loss that we're attacking.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. We want to make sure that everybody on the call tonight also understands that you can type in a question in the question section, and we will do the best we can to get to the majority of those questions, so we answer any issues or questions or concerns people might have on the product. What I'd like to do now, Scott, and Scott's going to stay on as well, is invite a few of our people out who have actually been on the product for a while. And I'd like to invite out Amber Jones, who's one of our guests, and she's been on the product for a while. Amber, are you there? Amber, are you there?
Here. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
great. We can hear you. Amber, do us a favor. You know, I've known you for a long time, and you've been on the product now for a while. Just give us 1 or 2 minutes of what that experience has been like for you.
Sure, I'd be happy to. I'm a mom of 4 boys, and 3 of them I birthed myself, and I think every pregnancy I kept a little of that baby fat, as we like to call it, you know, storing up for those nursing children. And I really hadn't realized how much weight I kept on. And when I started taking the products, I was amazed that it just started coming off really fast. And all of a sudden, I realized that I had more energy than I had when I was not before the products. So I was having more energy, and I ate really well, but I wasn't very conscious of the amounts I was eating. And so I felt like now, when I was counting the calories, I became conscious of what I was doing. And I actually started enjoying eating more, because I knew I only got a certain amount of calories, so I would actually sit down and enjoy my food. So I became a conscious eater, and gave up a lot of like grains and breads that were actually hurting my stomach. So my stomach pains were gone, and I think I've lost about 3 pant sizes since I started. And yesterday morning I got out of bed with my pajamas on, and my pajamas fell straight to the floor. So it feels great to be getting back to my fighting weight and really enjoying being conscious about what I'm eating.
Hey, thanks for sharing, Amber, and we're glad you're having such good success on this. Now, I'd also like to invite out another one of our leaders here at ARIIX who's been on this product, and I've been working with her on this, and this is our very own Lynn Allen Johnson from over in Florida. Lynn, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
I'm so fired up to be here, and I'm laughing at what Amber just said about her pajamas, because the exact same thing happened to me. I have them tied at the waist, like these cool little pants, and I was walking along and they hit the floor. So for me, I have battled with my weight my whole life. I have done Weight Watchers probably 6 or 8 times, Jenny Craig. I've done the HCG, stuck the needles in my stomach. I've done that 3 or 4 times. I've had meals delivered to my house. I've done no carb diets. I've done no fat diets. I've done all fat diets. I've done no sugar diets. And nothing changed for me. And when I got on this, it's like to learn how to eat healthy and to lose the cravings. I wasn't looking for the junk food. I just followed the plan. I did the 1,000 calories, and within just a couple of days, I started noticing that my pants were looser and my thighs and my butt. I could feel like my body was changing, and you know, it was just so exciting to me. And you know, getting off to a start where you feel like something happens right away is so encouraging to keep you moving, instead of working hard for a month and losing 1 pound and being discouraged. And I mean, I want to lose 50 pounds. I will lose 50 pounds. And to date, I have lost 31 pounds using this, and I feel amazing. It is simple. It is the absolute best thing I've ever done. And I feel so grateful because I've gotten my life back as a result of this.
Lynn, that's fantastic. We're glad to see you have such good success, and thank you for sharing that with us. We really appreciate that. I have 2 other guests who are just going to quickly share their experience on this right now. I've got Tony Hughes, who is on the call as well. Tony, you there?
Hey, Deanna, yes, I'm here.
Fantastic.
Thank you for this opportunity to share my personal story with the product. As you know, I've been on the drops for a little over 2 months now, and like my friends here who have gone before me, I've had just a remarkable experience with weight loss. It's been amazing. I've tried everything. I've been on all those same diets that Len talked about, and this has been the simplest thing for me to do. I'm up to 30 pounds of weight loss at this point. None of my custom suits fit me anymore. They all have to be retailored. Yesterday, we went to the store to buy me some new shorts because it's hot down here in Tucson, Arizona, and none of my shorts fit me. I've gone from a 38 waist to a 34 waist. And recently I even wore a pair of 32 waist, which is just unheard of. I haven't worn that since I think I was about 20, about 30 years ago. So it's just been an amazing transformation. But aside from the drops working, and I have no clue what all that stuff means in there and how it works, because I'm definitely not a scientist, but I can tell you from the food that I'm eating now, I'm so much healthier. I feel so much better. I'm eating the 4 cups of vegetables and 2 cups of fruit and the clean proteins, and I've done all of that without really any exercise at all. A little bit of walking, but no working out. So I'm hooked on this stuff. I want to lose 20 more pounds, get down to 191 at 6'4". That's what the insurance tables say I should weigh. When I started, I was right at 240 pounds. So thank you for the opportunity to try out the products and to share my story.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. We appreciate you sharing your the product, sharing your story, and being on the products, and being such a fantastic example of great health. You and Amber and Lynn, Tony have all had such incredible results. The last guest I want to bring out is a guy named Vern. Okay, now Vern went on our products as well, and he is the guy who has had the most weight loss on this product, a whopping, I think we're at 67 pounds lost. And I wanted to invite Vern out just to say a quick hello. Vern, you there?
Yes, I am, Deanna. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect. All right. Well, it's a privilege to be on here and for Deanna to ask me. I guess just to give you an idea for myself, my name is Vernon. I'm actually used to losing weight. In the very beginning in 2008, I weighed about 250 pounds. And then in about a matter of 6 months, I was actually able to go down to 185. But the problem was I was doing 4 miles a day. I was drinking shakes almost twice a day. And so I had to really do my stuff. But the problem was right when I stopped doing that, when I stopped doing my exercise, when I stopped doing the shakes, I immediately started seeing my weight gain go back. And that's when you saw me recently at 217. And what's amazing about this product is that I did not work out. I stuck pretty strict with the product because I wanted to see what it would do for me. And even with traveling, Deanna knows I traveled a lot. I traveled a lot to New York, Canada, all around. And even with all that traveling, I was still able to lose the 67 pounds. And so what's amazing is that's a very simple program for someone to follow. And the number one reason why someone would really not do well with the product is honestly is because they just choose not to follow the instructions. It's a very simple program. And that's one thing I'll say is that by far it's probably the most weight loss I've ever had. And what's kind of cool is my body fat went from 28% to 14% as well. So a lot of my weight loss came from fat. I've been working out now with the product, and what's amazing is that with the product I actually have more energy in the gym when I take the secret sauce with working out. And I, of course, I still stick pretty close to the meal because it's weird because my body is now more accustomed to eating more healthy. So I know to Deanna and, of course, ARIIX and, of course, the creator, I want to thank you for introducing this product to me because now my dad, my family, my aunts, my uncles are all now wanting to lose weight because of this product because they see how doable it is. One thing that my family always told me was only you can do the miles. Only you can go out there and drink the shakes and be that disciplined. Thanks to this product now, it allows someone that's not healthy to take the first step towards being healthy. And again, that's pretty much everything. But thanks, Deanna. Hopefully that's everything you wanted to hear, Deanna.
Yeah, you know, Vern, this is perfect, man, and I appreciate you and everything that you've done and your success. And I got to tell you, my beta test group was just remarkable. And as a community, we have a product here. We have a protocol. We have created something that not only is remarkable weight loss, but it is a lifestyle change. You know, we're experiencing a little bit of background noise here. I'm going to turn it over for Marshall for just a second.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for your patience. You might have noticed some garbled background noise. If we could have all of you hit mute on your computer microphones or your phone. We have everyone in mute on our application, but something is still coming through, and we're getting a lot of background noise. So if you could do that for us, that would be wonderful, and maybe we can get rid of that background noise and enjoy the voices of everyone else a little clearer. Thank you.
So great, thanks, Marshall. I want to welcome Scott back out. And Scott, you know, you heard from our four folks who shared with us tonight, but these results that they've experienced, these are the same types of results you've experienced with the thousands of people you tested it on, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, I mean, I was inspired by each of them in their own right, but that's the same thing that we saw with this formulation. Like I said, we went through 5 or 6, or I can't remember the exact number, but it took us that long because we tried to find a formula that would do what this formula does, and that is to give great results in an expeditious manner, coupled with a proprietary protocol that changes the relationship that we have with food. And that makes it to where it's a lifelong endeavor and it's a lifelong change instead of the yo-yo diets that you see out there.
I agree 100%, and that leads us into kind of our directions, and I'm going to bring Dr. Strand out here as well, and kind of our phases. Now, in phase 1, I want to apologize about something. We were in such an enthusiastic hurry to get you some product by launch that some of our labeling instructions were off. So, as you know, we sent out an email saying the dosage on the label on the actual bottle is wrong. It's not going to hurt you, but the product will run out before our 28-day cycle. So our new directions with our food plan and dosage amounts are all up on the website and available in your back office. But I just want to run through it a little bit with you and help you understand that the first 2 days of your weight loss, you're just going to eat like normal. And you'll be taking Slenderiix 10 to 15 drops under your tongue, and you hold the fluid in your mouth for about 10 seconds before you swallow. Immediately following Slenderiix, you'll take the 15 drops of your Accelerate. Now, the beauty of the Accelerate is that it not only gives you energy, but it helps with the additional absorption in your body on the product. You're going to notice on the new protocol that we have made it optional to take Accelerate at night. That's because Accelerate provides a pretty big energy boost, and we don't want you to have sleepless nights. So you can try it, and if it gives you too much energy to go to sleep, you might not want to do that. But a part of our program is a lower calorie because, as Scott talked before, it is critical because you're actually going to be utilizing your fat as energy, as calories in your body. And as you know, Dr. Strand, part of our chief medical advisor, he works with low glycemic foods and how they affect the body. Another very important part of the protocol, and we're going to talk about this just a little bit, is the optimals, your water intake, and we're going to talk a little bit about how Pure Nourish fits into this. And Scott, you stay around because we have questions, and remember you can type your questions on the webinar. We'll take a look at those questions and answer as many as we have at the end according to our time. But I'd like to welcome Dr. Strand out and ask Dr. Strand just a little bit about how important the optimals, the role that our vitamins and minerals play into weight loss.
Well, Deanna, thank you for having me. It is very critical. And you have to remember, it's not just about weight loss, it's really about health. And one of the greatest ways that you can improve your lifestyle and improve your health is by taking what I refer to as cellular nutrition, which is provided by our vitamins and minerals in the optimals. But what we're going to learn and what we're going to teach everyone out there is that this is just not a weight loss program. It's, yeah, we're downsizing, but we're downsizing for the health of it. Because as you lose weight, a lot of health benefits come. But there are tremendous health benefits from taking nutritional supplements at their optimal levels, those levels that have been shown to provide a health benefit in our medical literature. But there is a synergy that occurs because chromium, vanadium, selenium, magnesium, vitamin C, vitamin E, and all these different antioxidants actually improve insulin sensitivity. And it's because of our poor lifestyles that we become less sensitive to our own insulin over the years. And what happens is the fact that the body then compensates for that by actually making more insulin. So you're going to learn that one of the greatest drugs you put in your body is the food you choose to eat. So what we're going to really encourage everybody is these all work synergistically. The optimals work with Slenderiix and Accelerate. And what you're going to find is we're going to actually even have better results than you have had previously, Scott, because we're going to be teaching the healthy lifestyles that not only will allow you to lose weight, but keep it off. Remember, yes, weight loss is great, but keeping it off is priceless, as you say in your brochure, and this is what we're going to do. So remember, insulin is your storage hormone. It is what is actually holding fat. You hold on to fat like a sponge holds on to water as insulin levels are up. But as you take the optimals, you not only decrease inflammation in your arteries, which leads to this insulin resistance, but you actually improve your insulin sensitivity. So I would encourage everybody who is trying to lose weight, you also look at your health. And really, we believe strongly that the optimal should be part of this program.
Absolutely. It is a core part of the program, and it will create even faster and healthier results. Now, the results are off the charts, people. I mean, they're speaking for themselves. But just like Dr. Strand said, we're not out just to make a lot of skinny people, because skinny people fall over and die every day. We are out to make a bunch of healthy people. And with that, the optimals play a critical role in the Accelerate and Slenderiix protocol. It works. It works fast. They're going to get results. They're going to be on it, and it's incredible. I mean, I'm just going to tell you my own personal story. As a chronic dieter for years, a bulimic for 11 years, I've messed up my own metabolism. I'm a healthy eater, those of you who know me. When I went on the drops, I was able to drop 10 pounds that I couldn't drop just eating healthy without even thinking about it. So it's about health. It's not a beauty contest, and our vitamins and minerals play a critical role in that. Another important part of the program is understanding some snacks and foods that you can have, and our Pure Nourish is perfect for that. Because we are GMO-free, soy-free, no artificial flavors, dairy-free, gluten-free, low glycemic, vegetable protein, 20% of your daily fiber, and probiotics and enzymes. It is a low-calorie, easy snack. Or you can make it a meal with 3 scoops. And it's a perfect part of the protocol to lose weight. And Dr. Strand and I worked for a long time to create this formula and this product so that it would serve you and your health positively. You see, there's a lot of shakes out there, folks, and people will lose weight on shakes, but you must always question the health effects of those shakes and what does it do for your body. This is the beauty of Pure Nourish. It is clean, it is healthy, and we are avoiding all of the typical allergen issues. And Dr. Strand, I know you were still there, and if you could just talk to Pure Nourish just for a minute about having it be a part of this program.
Well, it's very critical for people to understand what happens when you do eat foods that spike your blood sugar or are considered high glycemic, because 80 to 90% of the carbohydrates we consume as adults and children in the U.S. are high glycemic. As that blood sugar rises very rapidly, it not only causes inflammation in your arteries, but the body must control blood sugar, so it stimulates and overstimulates the release of insulin, which drives the blood sugar down as fast as it went up. It drops into the low glycemic, or what we call hypoglycemic range, or low blood sugar range, and that stimulates the release of your stress hormones. So even though your blood sugar comes back to normal, you are now left with an uncontrollable hunger. You have to eat again, and this leads to overeating. So now what you find is that you can have a meal and snack replacement. In fact, I would encourage people to use Pure Nourish in the accelerated phase 1 program, because with 2 scoops and even adding almond milk and some fruit, you're still going to be under 250 calories. And we do want you to watch calories and count them. But the critical thing is the calories that you do consume need to be low glycemic, because your natural appetite will decrease. That's what everybody's experiencing. So I would encourage people to have their breakfast be a Pure Nourish, and then lunch, and then have 200 to 125 calorie snacks during the day, and then have that 500 calorie meal with your family, but make it low glycemic, because you don't want to, not only do we have the drops that are going to decrease your appetite and then help accelerate the mobilization of that fat, but you also now are eating foods which are low glycemic that bring back your natural appetite. So you're going to have trouble trying to eat 1,250 calories. And it is critical that you know this and understand that when you look at our food list. And this is going to create a tremendous healthy lifestyles, and you're not going to find yourself overeating, and you're going to learn that what you've been calling emotional eating and cravings all these years is simply the natural hormonal and physiologic response to spiking your blood sugar.
Thank you for that really great explanation. Scott, I know you're still there, and we know that we're asking people to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water a day on this protocol, and water is a really important part of this protocol. Can you just tell us really quickly why it's so important?
Yeah, first of all, I know it can be difficult at times, and frankly, you'll probably be making more trips to the restroom, but water is critical in flushing your system and helping to get the actual active ingredients throughout your entire system. We found that people who only consumed about half the water intake, the product just did not work as well. Even though they followed the protocol religiously, the water was one of the critical points. And it's about 100 ounces, 8 to 10 glasses. And we all know that we're supposed to drink about 8 glasses anyway, so it's not that much more than we're supposed to drink. But it is one of those critical aspects to this overall health and well-being system, and that is taking in enough water and really flushing your system, getting your muscles, getting all of your body hydrated, and getting those active ingredients throughout the entire bloodstream and getting it circulated throughout your whole body. And it's really that overall well-being and overall attack on fat, if you will, with this product and with the protocol.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, those of us who have studied water understand that water dehydration is the #1 reason for daytime fatigue. So not only is a critical part of this protocol, but it is just a great overall thing to do for your health and wellness. Now, I'm up in the Salt Lake office. You guys know I live in San Diego, but I'm up here right now. And, I walk around with an enormous amount of enthusiasm. And often people say that our CEO, Fred Cooper, and I have enough enthusiasm to fill a football stadium. So Fred has an incredible amount of enthusiasm for the picture that you see on your computer right now, as do I, but because I'm up here, I just pulled him in the room for a couple minutes of information on our purity, water bottle when it's coming, because this is a perfect add-on to the weight loss system. If you're drinking 8 to 10 glasses of water, you better be drinking them out of our water bottle. So here is our very own CEO, Fred Cooper.
You know, all right, let's call it really how it is. First of all, CEO has its ranks, because I can tell Deanna, hey, I want a little stage time to get up there and brag about the water bottle because I'm so passionate about it. She gives me that dirty look, and even now, I'm trying to part her between the mic, and people used to say it was me and the microphone. It's now getting to be Deanna and the microphone, so I'm glad I am who I am. But I want to tell you first and foremost, to me, the water filter is an absolutely perfect addition in direct sales. And yes, for all the needs of, you know, we can talk all day about products and the importance of water and that, but for me, it is because it is a product that requires an explanation to the end consumer regarding why one filter is superior to another. Second, the price that you pay for the filter in relation to what you would pay at a premium retail outlet is not only right in line, in many times cheaper than what you could pay at a retail price for a less effective filter. So this combination, coupled with the fact that it's consumable and it stays fresh forever in its little sealed pouch, tracked so that we know each filter by its lot number, to me is the perfect product to be selling, not only for people who want to join this business and to make some money, but also end consumers and customers. Think about it. You walk up to people, okay, so I live in Utah, right? Utah is known for Mormons, and it's known for food storage and self-preservation. I just live here in Utah, and I'm telling you, everybody's coming up to me going, I just need that bottle. I don't want to do anything with ARIIX, but I hear you guys have a filter that is unbelievable. I no longer have to store 50-gallon drums of water. All I need is a hot tub, a swimming pool, shoot, a mud puddle by my house, and I can have the water that I need that comes out perfect, crystal clear. Having end consumers, remember, is auto-balanced volume. So that helps pay well. And also, it's a great icebreaker for breaking individuals in who are athletes, who are professionals, who are mountain climbers. Shoot, let's just call it how it is. Yeah. Who doesn't drink water?
Everybody drinks water.
So,
and our weight loss folks have to drink 8 to 10 glasses a day.
So it's a perfect reminder. You see that beautiful stainless that's sitting right here? You see that beautiful stainless, and it reminds you, I have to drink that. Now, I want to tell you, additionally, the filter doesn't stop here. We're going to make additional improvements to the bottle that you're going to freak out when you finally get them. We've got little timers that are coming on the filter that will run out and expire, so you'll know when it's time to buy a new filter for them. If you'll go to purity.com, Puritii.com, you're going to see some enhancements and upgrades on that particular website coming soon. It will provide you all the information and education, and of course it's going to have the cool animation aspects of it, so that when you touch on the lid, it's going to rotate open up and tell you what makes that design of that lid unique, what makes the double insulation on the stainless steel bottle unique. What are the selling features in the filter itself? What is a zeolite sleeve, and what makes that patented and unique? What does it mean when you have only 2 nines or 3 nines as opposed to 5 nines or 6 nines in that? Even better, they'll be able to go on that site, get educated, click once, and it's a one-stop shop to be able to buy those water filters for your end consumers. We really do have a, you're looking at me like it's time for me to go.
I'm about ready to take that mic back.
All I want to tell you is, in direct selling, we have a retail competitive product that is consumable, that requires the education for consumers to know why they want to purchase this filter, that allows them to go anywhere on the planet and drink a water source that is full of viruses, parasites, cysts, and know they're not going to get sick from it. Okay, you can have it.
And this water is going to help people get skinny. So I want you to hear this. This is, when is it coming, Fred Cooper?
Oh, first shipments are anticipated to be the first week in June.
First week in June, and you know the entire and Slenderiix and Accelerate will be coming in 7 weeks, and so I want you to understand what we've done here. We're creating these packs. We're going to create these beautiful packs that are weight loss drops and the food products and the optimals and the water bottle that all work synergistically together to help the world get skinny. And it fits in perfectly with our panoptic vision. And Fred's wanting to say something again. Hold on.
Well, the last thing I want to say is, if you notice, we're going to start directing these programs and kits to a purpose. It's not going to simply be come by great vitamins. You have an objective, you'll have a purpose with it, and you'll have a kit and a program that you can follow to gain an objective. And for some, it's going to be as simple as, hey, I want to improve the environment, go green, and be able to get rid of all my plastic waste bottles at 15 cents a bottle. Okay.
Exactly. Now, we've got a ton of questions, and we don't have a ton of time. And I didn't even get to the last stage of our program, which is going to be with Dr. Strand's Healthy for Life program. And what I want to let you know is that when you become a rep here, you all get 30 days free access to Dr. Strand's online Healthy for Life program. And what he has done for us is he's putting the calories on his recipes, and he's listing out low glycemic foods, and there's a journal, and the journal helps you with your success. So you see, as a company, together we're working with experts, and we have products for rapid fat loss, for remarkable health and wellness, for incredible cellular health, for clean water. It is a perfect, healthy, like, hallelujah system. I don't know what else to say. It excites me, people. It really excites me. It really, really excites me. And we are making a real difference in people's health. I know there's other companies out there claiming like 90-day challenges or whatever, but I guarantee you what we've got is going to make a real difference in the longevity of your life, in how you feel, in everything. I mean, Fred's crying. Okay? He can't stand it. He's weeping over here. Right? Listen. We've got a ton of questions, but I have to be respectful to time because Dr. Strand has a remarkable webinar that's happening at 6, and I have something secret and exciting I want to tell you. And it might create mayhem, but our customer service reps said, okay, they're about ready to deal with it. They can handle it. I want you all to know that Dr. Ray Strand is doing a webinar in 5 minutes. And it's going to be a remarkable webinar. If you care about your health and wellness, you get on that webinar. But don't hang up yet because you want to hear what we're going to say next. All right? This is very important. We're going to do another webinar. We'll continue doing webinars with Scott and Dr. Strand. And all these questions, I'm going to save them. And I'm going to get them answered. And I'm sorry I couldn't do it tonight because we just had too much information to get out. But we're going to create videos. We're going to have webinars. We'll get all of your questions answered. I promise. I'm going to get Marshall here to copy and paste all these questions, and we will see if we can't get those out in an email in the next couple of days so that you all have answers to the things we weren't able to get to. But I have Rob Green here, who is the head of customer service, and he has something to tell you. Now, I told you that the products, they're not going to be available for about another 7 weeks. And then it will be out, and we'll have thousands to fill all your needs. And please remember, the new updated instructions are on the web. Together as a community, together as a family, we are making the world healthier, one person at a time. So I thank you for being on the call. I thank you for participating in this. Please remember to take your before and after photos because you might be the person chosen to represent ARIIX as a champion weight loss person. So take those photos so at the end of your journey you can share them with us. This is Deanna and Marshall and Jordan and the rest of the corporate team here in Utah saying thank you, signing off for the evening. Have a great night.